Yes.
Yes. So, can you guys my water, please? Yeah, I got a water too. Should I take this label off since they're not sponsoring us? Since they're not, you know, they ain't cutting the check. Let them live. Check. How your mic sound, dude?
Mic sounds nice.
Yes, indeed. Get this thing ready. People might be talking some things tonight. You know. Who do they love? I love T because I see T on the check-in. Shout out to all my barbers. Shout out to all my stylists. We are Beards and Baldheads, your host Fat Lace. I got the Soul Survivor Barry in the building.
Yo.
Craziness. Shout out to Cousin D. Shout out to True Lies.
Man.
Shout out to T holding it down there. I ain't gonna tell everybody where you at, T. She ain't here. Holding it down in the DMV. Yes, indeed. Yo, is Ali upset? Is he looking down from above, upset because that's the best he could do? Ali. Y'all know Will play Ali. Like, is that the best he could do with an open shot? Yo, he was in the gym, like doing all them jabs, all that training, and he got an open shot, and that's the best Ali could do. Like,
That's a good question.
people not thinking about the real. Like, come on, man. If you gonna do it, you gotta do it like for the people. If you gonna act a fool, y'all.
It's crazy because I think as a lot of people still can't come to grips with it. Like they're thinking it still stays in their brains.
They thought it was a man in black. Like
They're staying in their brains still. Like some people looking at, they analyzing it, breaking it down. Like nah, this was staged. And I said, well, what's the benefit behind it?
Stage like him. No.
I understand that what could be the benefit for the Oscars, but what's the benefit for them to? Like, they don't need publicity.
They don't. They've been famous.
They don't need money. So what would be the benefit of them putting themselves in that situation?
Cash App us. We'll take the money. But what is the point? You know, since we talk about it, y'all would like to Cash App the show.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Definitely.
You know, like this man right here, he needed that publicity.
I think he could have got it without doing what he did. I think he wanted to rush to it. He was so excited that people were accepting him for being a homosexual, openly gay actor, and whatever you want to say with it. I don't know.
And ain't nobody care.
Right.
It was like, okay.
I think people at first thought he was playing a role.
Yeah.
And then when he came out and said, no, I'm actually gay, then he had a lot of support. And I think he just was so excited with the support that he lost it.
He just wanted to go more.
Wanted to get, he felt like he had, you know how he felt like he had a gang behind him now. Like, you know
gang.
Like, you know what? I'm gonna use this.
I got the plus.
And I know for sure there's a lot of gay people that's upset with him.
We let you in, and this is what you do.
I know some personally they can't stand him.
Got the whole call, and this is what happened.
Because they say, you the guy, you can mess it up for all of us. You know what I mean?
Because
like that's
it's already prejudice in the gay community amongst blacks. It's not the same.
So
it's not the same.
They felt like he set them back.
You
know. So
come on.
They turned their back on him real quick.
Come on.
So.
Damn, enough for you. You should have used this stunt. Should have called him up. How good is it, B? How good do you think it is? How good do you think the box is? Yo,
Not that good.
yo, look at him. Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah.
If she looked at me like this, so the woman is heaven and hell, all wrapped in one vessel. Be very careful, fellas.
I'm still wondering what made him go from laughing at the joke to snapping in 2.2 seconds.
They was homies.
He went from laughing at the joke
Laughing.
till he looked at her in the corner of his eye,
Y'all see that?
and then he got up.
Said
But my
what-
thing is, how mad could he have been? I don't think he was upset at all. I think he did it to save face.
They gonna hit his face to save his own.
I think he just took a chance. I don't think it was anger at all. And I think after he realized what he did, he knew he fucked up. That's what the emotion was about. Emotion was about I snapped in front of everybody. I fucked up.
Y'all was homies.
I tried to impress I wanted to impress my wife in front of all of y'all, but this wasn't the place for it.
All the time. Y'all got suits. They got them. They probably had them hard bottom shoes. I ain't wear hard bottoms in a long time.
He wanted to impress his wife. It wasn't the time to do it.
In front of your girl. Oh.
Because I don't think he was upset.
I don't think he was.
Because when you upset with somebody, a slap to the face ain't enough.
Look at Ice-T.
It would have been a slap to the face followed with a jab.
That's what I'm saying. He's supposed to get his Ali on.
So the fact that you
Bang,
smacked
bang.
him and walked away like you knew he wasn't going to do nothing made it look suspect.
It with a little smirk.
Thank you.
A little smirk.
It looks suspect as hell. The fact that Chris Rock never even defended himself like we were taught as children. When a person breaks your comfort zone, there's an imaginary circle that we have.
Imaginary circle.
Where when somebody breaks it, you automatically
ready to go.
Your defense mode pick. I don't care if you a punk. Your defense is gonna kick in, and you're gonna automatically try to protect yourself.
Yes, indeed.
He kept his hands behind his back the whole time and took the smack like he knew it was coming. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Prove me wrong.
Did he smack him back then? Back in these days. Yo, we be talking about like imitating all life and all that stuff. Yo,
if I don't see no lawsuits, I'm gonna think it's fake. To this day, I need to see some lawsuits.
Are you a sucker if you do a lawsuit? Like yo,
no,
this is my man.
no. Because pressing charges is one thing. He could have pressed charges. I don't want you to go to jail. I don't want you to have no criminal record.
Shout out to everybody on the check-in.
That's not gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you about, I say, 10 figures. Yeah, I need 100 million. I need 100 million for that smack.
Ain't none of y'all. Just think about all the like, just cracking on your moms. How many fights we done got in growing up. That was just your mom. They didn't even see your mother yet.
Nope.
Now they talking about your boo boo, all on stage and everything.
The boo boo.
Shout out to my future boo boo. She out there. She know who she is.
The boo boo that everybody knows.
You know what I'm saying?
Business.
She out there saying
everybody
yes,
know y'all business. I also don't get it. Y'all put yourselves out there for ridicule, and then get mad when somebody ridicules you.
You got a comedian right in front of you. Everybody knows you do not sit in the front row when the comedian is hosted. Like, you don't sit in the front row of the comedy show. You get a little left.
It's not the first time he roasted her, so she don't think he wasn't gonna do it again.
So when did he do it before? Refreshing my brain.
2016, they played a clip. I forgot about it, but I remember it now because she made a big deal out of it afterwards. She wanted to get him banned, but he made a joke about something about her not really getting work, something to that nature. I don't want to misquote it.
Saying something about
her bad acting or something.
It was something about who you think is paying the bills in the household. It's Will Smith. It's not set it off money. It's not Inkwell money paying
something like that. He made it seem like he downplayed her movie roles, like they were.
But kind of riding for Will though,
right?
Like, yo, come on, this the homie right there. Like,
she
yo,
got
they were cool
back then. Like I said, I wish I would have remembered it. I wasn't thinking about it when I first came, but yeah. So they already had a little history of her. Now she didn't really like him like that. But I still think that Will Smith wasn't upset when he did what he did.
Did he do good enough? Because they said, Will, I am not impressed Tupac would have shot him. I'm not saying this is a real quote,
man.
but the internet
These memes
lies all the time, and I love these lies. They be funny as hell, man. I just do shout out to the general. Yo, shout out to Soup on the other side. I'm not going to tell you the story that she shared, but shout out to her husband. He's a great guy, great man.
It's a situation where when your wife puts herself out there, disrespecting,
and she's not like that ever. Let me say that. Let's be clear. We can't transition to that one.
That's the problem. You disrespected why didn't you defend him when he needed you? You put his business out in the street and made him the ridicule of a lot of jokes, and never came to his defense, not once. Never said, you know what, I didn't mean it like that, or God, what y'all think, and you let us crack on them about the August Alsina entanglement. You talked about how you have to satisfy yourself. Making him look like he's incompetent in the bed. You did all of that.
You get a point for incompetent, B.
You did all of that. And then now this man jumps up and smacks somebody on live national, worldwide television for making a joke about your hair after all of that shit. So
people sensitive about that hair, B.
Okay. You talking to a man who had a daughter who was diagnosed with alopecia. So
let's talk about it.
I'm not sympathizing with the fact that he's called her G.I. Jane, which is a hero. So you call me Batman, I ain't gonna be insulted. You say, Barry, you look at Batman, all right, okay. That's funny, but yeah.
You people can't take jokes no more, B?
I mean, it wasn't even a bad joke. I've heard worse.
I thought it was all right.
I've heard a lot worse. Even if you have alopecia, people act like alopecia is gonna kill her. It's not. She always had no hair. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all.
Except when Lena had the braids. Lena had the braids.
We used to see her with no hair.
But she cute though. That's what I'm like.
That's my point.
This is like you acting like she was.
That's what I'm
ugly.
saying.
You ain't acting like she.
You acting like she all of a sudden deformed.
Not at all.
I don't think half of the people even knew she had alopecia
or cared.
Now, if she had some type of cancer, I think people would have took it differently.
Talk about it.
If she had cancer and we knew she lost her hair to chemo, I don't think the joke would have went. Yeah, then I think more people would have been like, all right, I get it. But alopecia, y'all, really, it's not a disease that will kill her. Especially a woman of her financial stability. It's not like a 2-year-old or a child, a daughter that's in 5th grade got to deal with it. Now you want to talk about alopecia? Yeah, I can tell you about it. So,
what was one of the hardest times, B, with your daughter? You know, we've spoken about this plenty of times, but off camera, and this might be one of the first times we really brought it up.
I never heard of it until then.
And I remember those days with the bandanas and the do-rags and
try to hide it.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want her to get cracked on. Because she's a child. When you're an adult, you can adjust. You can wear wigs. You know, a woman can walk around with a shaved head and not be ridiculed. She's a grown-ass woman.
Especially when you're a star. When you're a star.
Thank you.
Look at George Clooney. Y'all thought that was his real hair?
Michael Jackson.
Y'all thought that was his real hair? That wasn't Michael Jackson's real hair. He got fro, he got perm. That is not his real hair. No, it is a difference when you are a star.
Yes.
Different tax bracket. People love you.
Right.
But now you're talking about a 5th grader.
And matter of fact, I think she was in 2nd or 3rd grade at the time.
And y'all know, we all had the most cruel times growing up.
Exactly.
I have an insecurity with my lip. I had the bird lip with the peak. I didn't even know I got small ears. It's always something that they're gonna find. I'm like, small ears? How big my ears supposed to be? Like, they were gonna find something to crackle. But your hair is very sensitive subject. It's a very sensitive, especially for women.
There you go.
For girls. Especially for girls at that age.
There.
At that age, a guy can have a bad haircut.
You can have a baldy. We'll crack on you and call you baldy, but that's okay.
Okay.
You can get it. You can get over with that. As a female,
might get slapped upside the head a few times.
But a female, Charlie Villanueva. Yep. I never knew that's what he had.
No eyebrows, no nothing.
I never knew that.
Me neither.
I was always looking at him like, this guy looks strange. Like, I never knew that was his problem. he had
Kev, what up, baby?
alopecia. You know?
Shout out to Dave Wynn. Shout out to Kev. Shout out to Keisha.
So like I said, growing up, you see different
everybody on the check.
You know, different kids with bald spots and stuff like that. We didn't know what that was.
We did.
You know, nobody knew. Nobody really knew. Like you said. Now she might bring awareness to it more.
She definitely might.
I mean, like you said, I think Keisha was telling me if people that follow her,
shout out to Uncle Craig,
they knew already.
You know, it's some people knew they follow. I don't. You know, if it ain't Red Table Talk, who nobody's really caring. I want to get back on the point. Yo, she did not stand up for Will. Will stood way too far up.
Yes.
And stood up and you stepped on stage and slapped him. You're bugging, B. Not you, but I'm talking about Will like he's my man's like that. I grew up off Will, you know? Like, yo, you're bugging. But when we talk about hair, it's such a sensitive subject. It's such a sensitive subject to so many people when they're losing hair. They have their identity with hair. Shout out to Questlove.
Right.
Questlove won an award. I forgot for what soundtrack or what he did.
The documentary of
the Woodstock, or was it?
It was they called it the Black Woodstock.
Yeah,
but it was the Harlem Music Festival.
No doubt.
In 1960, whatever the same exact time Woodstock was going on. 67, 69. I'm sorry, I don't have my exact facts, but
no doubt,
I'm close.
We know. We know him from his afro.
It's crazy because that was the first time they released footage of it. That was the first time the footage was ever found, and most people never even heard of it at the time.
That's real. Summer of Soul. Thank you, Uncle Craig. Summer of Soul.
Yeah, it was called Summer of Soul.
Yes. You know, it's picture Questlove without his afro. That's his brand right there.
Right.
George Clinton without his colorful hair. I've seen him on stage without colorful hair. Didn't feel the same. Did not feel the same. Picture.
Right.
Michael Jackson. This was a big deal with him. Prince too. This was not their real hair.
Prince was, yeah.
Mike, I think Mike was wearing a wig at one point.
Yes, after the Pepsi commercial.
Oh,
his hair was gone. Everything after the Pepsi commercial was fake hair. Everything.
It's real.
So, yeah.
I was watching the Andy Warhol documentary, and if people know the artist Andy Warhol, he had the spiked out white hair, was looking crazy. He's signing an autograph. It's on Netflix, so y'all want to check it out. Andy Warhol Diaries. He's signing an autograph for this young lady. She comes up snatching his wig off.
Oh.
Tossed it. I don't know if she ran with it or tossed it. He had a hood. Throws the hood on real quick. One of his most embarrassing times in his life.
Wow.
When he had to show his hair. When he had to show his hair, like, it's very serious out there with insecurity.
Like you said. But when we said, I get it. But in the case of Jada, we used to seeing her.
Yo, how many times?
This is not a new look for her.
How many times?
It's not. That's why I said I don't think anybody.
Shout out to Smooth on the check-in.
It's not like Jada being bald is a shock for us to see.
Yo, we got some husbands right here. I see Kev. We got my Uncle Craig. We got Smooth there. Would y'all would have done that for y'all lady? All it was a little joke. He ain't like wasn't no sexual connotation. I'm trying to smash or something. You know, like it was just a joke. Would y'all put in the same situation? Would y'all let them know, B? Would they have risked it all? Would you be?
I think if I felt a way, I probably would have said something. I could see myself yelling from my seat, saying, "I'm gonna get you later.
I'm gonna see you, bro.
I'm gonna see you after this." You know that, right? I could see myself doing that, but I can't see myself going up there embarrassing my family, knowing my mama watching.
No doubt. Smooth said, "Hell yeah!" Just behind the curtain, not in front of everybody.
I just don't think knowing that not just the world. I know my mama is watching.
Uncle Craig would have smashed him outside.
I don't think I could get up. I would have definitely been like, I could have yelled from my seat, "Chris, I'm getting you later. I see you after the show, bro." I could see myself yelling that, and that probably would have been a headline enough. People would have laughed and joked at it.
We got Kev. Kev said maybe not the smack, but you would have heard my voice on the stage.
Yes.
The world would have heard my voice. I feel you.
Right.
Bigger than a tweet. Bigger than a tweet.
I definitely would probably yell from my seat, yo, I'm F you up.
Yo, we heard plenty of times when Puff got smacked a few people. But the cameras wasn't on.
I think what Will Smith said after the smack is what he should have did.
Don't talk about my wife.
Period. He could have said the way he said it. Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. I'ma see you later. He could have said that from his seat. It still would have made headlines, but to go up and do a physical harm to the man,
Lou, what you would have done, Lou?
It made him look. He snapped.
So he shouldn't have shot him like she said. I'm not impressed. Tupac would have shot him. He shouldn't have shot Chris.
That's terrible.
No more black on black.
That's the sad part about why it had to be us, man.
Yo,
damn it. That's the only part I didn't like. Yeah, it's us.
I ain't care about that part. I wish I cared more.
That's the part I cared about. Cause they already waiting for us to. They waiting for the show.
I was just like,
they waiting for the animals to act like that. That's what they think. Anyway.
Yo, I don't know if you saw Joe. Shout out to Joe Plummer, definitely friend of the show, family of the show. Joe put up. Yo, he wasn't impressed. He was not a fan of any of the actions. Much respect to that. One thing he did say, he said, I don't think he would have done that if he was white. And he's not the only one with that opinion. I've had conversations with other people. If Will Smith was white, not Will Smith, Chris Rock would say Adam Sandler.
It's a catch-22 because I don't think a white comedian would have went there with the joke.
They seen Ali.
That's the it's just that it's, don't get me wrong, white comedians know their line. They know their line. You don't really see white comedians crossing lines too much, bro. You don't really see it too much.
You really don't.
You don't.
They're more so just funny.
They toe the line. They know it's a line. So I don't really think a white comedian would have said that joke. That's the difference. But let's just say it was Eddie Murphy that said the joke. Does he do that to Eddie Murphy or Dave Chappelle?
Is he just fed up? We hear this conversation all the time. He's fed up. Everybody's been picking on him and this and that. I'm like, yo, bro, you got the just like we got the opportunity to speak how we speak now for the show that we have. Yo, he got more opportunity to speak what's on his mind, write a book, go live every day, IG live. If he needs a show, he can come to BKS1, holla at the general, holla at Sue. We got opportunities, we got platforms for you to talk. Let it out.
It's just, like I said, I'm puzzled because it didn't seem like his wife's reaction warranted his reaction.
You see that, but you gotta see the eyes though, B. Look what she said. She said, no, it's not. This is real. Internet don't lie. She said, Jada G.I. Jane. Look you see the point? You see, Will, that's hilarious.
You know what? If she would have been more passionate.
Rock went off script. Yes, he did.
Like I'm just saying, what if she would have been like, fuck you? I would have seen Will snapping.
She should have flipped the bird or something.
If I'd have seen her snapping, to her reaction to the joke, to me, was like, oh, here we go with this guy again.
Happy birthday to Sean.
Yeah, I just didn't see her being so upset with the joke to make him that mad.
Yo, you got Lou. Lou said, Will did the right thing standing up for his lady, even though she laid down for the next name.
He joking?
Yo,
he's joking.
He had Jada like this.
He's joking.
Saying, yes, daddy. That's what August had Jada.
He joking.
Just last year. 2 years ago, whenever them tangles was. This is what Jada was looking like for August Alsina. August.
Living in his house.
Living in his house. That's what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Will right there, Coach. I'm gonna be right back.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Yo,
it's not gonna be over with though.
That damn Will.
This won't be. I heard it. They had another.
I done lost my shot in Men in Black 4.
I heard they had another run-in afterwards, and of course nobody reported that. But I heard on the news that they did have another run-in afterwards, and it was quote unquote spirited. So I'm sure some of Chris Rock people want to get at.
No doubt. Best I was in the building. Oh, nah. They said Best Star was in the building. Nah, definitely, Kev. We know she did have a sickness. We spoke about it. That could, like we said, it could be a sensitive subject. It could definitely be a sensitive subject when it comes to something like that. But like we said, she grown.
It's more sensitive.
I think this is more sensitive.
Is it more sensitive than talking about having sex with another man in the house with your husband? And talking about how you gotta please yourself?
Yes, Zaddy.
After y'all have sex?
Yes, Zaddy.
Talking because the table red? You telling all your business?
You can say that though. It's on Red Table Talk.
Yeah.
You can say everything to embarrass your man.
Right. So it's Red Table Talk, so we can just talk.
You know. All the women was, go Will.
They were cracking that.
Big Willie. They was loving. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it need to be. More men just fighting. Y'all women ain't got bail money.
Well, where was they at when she did the entanglement? They was laughing at him.
Laughing.
The same ones that was laughing at him over the entanglement situation.
Ain't care.
It's the same ones now that talking about he did right.
At all.
You know what? It's a lot of guys in the upper room because of women like you.
The upper room.
That want your man to jump in somebody's face because he said something. Okay. You gonna get somebody hurt.
You gonna get somebody hurt.
You gonna
get somebody hurt. You gotta be careful.
It's the time and the place for everything.
Yes, it is. It's the time and place for everything.
I seen a lot of guys get beat up because she said you ain't gonna do nothing.
Yo, nah.
I've seen it.
Yo, Kev said he would have to hear a voice anyway. It's a time and place to save face. Yo,
yeah.
I'm happy that he apologized.
To who? He apologized to Chris?
He did on Twitter.
Oh, he did? On Twitter, man?
Yo, they be tweeting.
Oh, come on.
That's how you do it. That's real life.
Really? With your acceptance speech, you didn't say nothing about, yo, Chris, I'm sorry for what I did, bro. You didn't say nothing like that on the acceptance speech. You got up there and apologized to the Academy and hope they wish your black ass back.
Hey, Tip was definitely we got Tip for the check-in talking about Barry did talk about 2016. It's been beef. Yo,
yes,
I'm just saying
it
should have been beef for someone taking this picture.
But you got on this, like I said, it's got to be more than just what he said. It's got to be some built up stuff. Shit, I think. But at the same time,
something built up.
But at the same time, like I said, I think he did it like, I dare you. You ain't gonna do it.
Apology was weak. He meant that.
You know how back in the day, they'd be like, you ain't gonna touch her, but I dare you. You ain't gonna touch it. You ain't gonna touch it. I bet you I dare you smack her butt. Knowing you gonna get your ass whipped when you do it.
August had more than her butt. Look at that. That's Jada with the wig on.
So he got up there. He just had to show off real quick for his wife.
Yo, what?
That's what he did. He was trying to show her. He wasn't mad. He walked off with a smile on his face. If Chris Rock was the right dude, soon he turned his back, I'd have put him in a headlock.
Ooh. Oh, he would have did that to those.
I'd have jumped on his back and put him in a headlock.
Yo, Will would have done that.
They tore them tuxedos apart.
If he looked like this, if he looked like a Pusha T, it would have not happened. Y'all know who. No tux on.
Wait a minute now.
It's not going back to Dante.
No, we not. We know what I'm not.
Everybody had a Dante tux.
I'm not gonna call Will a bully. Not gonna do that because Will ain't no punk.
That's what put respect on his name.
And he ain't no little dude either.
At all.
So it's not like he don't need to bully anybody. I mean, y'all
ain't no sucker.
Just because he was the Fresh Prince. Don't get the man twisted.
Everybody talk like, yo, Will got them hands.
You can't play that many action movies and don't learn nothing. You can't be an iron robot and all that stuff and don't learn nothing. You got to learn some type of ability.
Yo, Uncle Mike know about it. He's definitely a boxing legend in Jersey.
If he couldn't fight back then, I'm sure he got some skills now.
Yes, they know who to move on to. They know who to move on to, man. Yo, we gonna be talking about Will all night.
You know what? I'm mad about people thinking Chris Rock was a punk.
That chin though. That shit, because I'm saying he took a picture like this.
Took
a picture like this.
Can't defend him looking like that.
This was the Shanae era. Nah. Was this the LB Autumn saying like, yo, we're making our mark?
What movie was that?
No, this is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was like one of the girlfriends.
That was a movie.
Nah, this is Fresh Prince.
No, that's CB4.
He did that too.
He did that. He played that same role in both of them.
Yeah. He played like a girl type thing on CB4, but this girl right here, this is on Fresh Prince. Yo, look, I just want to know what they're saying. If that was Jeezy, he wouldn't even got up. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Will Will is gangster. Don't nobody get that twisted. When you up in that tax bracket, you one of the only Philly rappers to still survive. Everybody in Philly got shot who rap.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, if he gangster or not, I'm just saying he's not.
Because he got Charlie Mack next to him all the time.
I'm not gonna say he's a guy that he needs to bully anybody.
He does not need to do that.
I don't think he's a bully type of guy.
He does not but I feel you.
But he might have picked on somebody he thought was safe. I would say we could say that.
Yo, that was a sucker move.
100% agree.
That was 100% sucker move, man.
I'm surprised nobody from Chris Rock's camp ran down on that nigga.
Bad Style wasn't in the building. He couldn't give him. Nah, they snuck in. You know the Style gonna sneak in. Tony, I see Tony Rock.
I tell you
that. And that's what's crazy. How close these families are. Like they were really close.
So I'm trying to say
they're not enemy. They were friends.
Right. So that's
Tony Rock, all the Rocks, they were cool with the Smith family. This is bugged out.
So let's just say this, because I always said my opinion on it. Let's say we brothers. I'm on stage.
First rapper to win a Grammy and Oscar, definitely.
I play the Chris Rock role. I'm on stage. I'm presented, and I say something. Will Smith come smack me. You in the crowd. You're my brother. You just gonna sit there and let him smack me like that?
No. I see Will Smith coming. I'm coming. Yo,
that's what I'm saying.
In my mind, I'm gonna be looking like him. This is gonna be me in the seats, right? I'm be looking like Pusha T. I'm gonna be like, what?
That's what I'm saying. He couldn't have had no family close by.
I like my hair. I would have braids in my mind. I would have braids and be dark skinned. Y'all know I got a dark skin heart.
I know for a fact if I was on stage, I got smacked like that. If my brother was in the crowd, you'd have heard some more squirming. You'd have heard because it was been a nigga. You'd have heard a nigga trying to get
commercial. Arby's commercial.
Ain't no way in the world my brother would let that go down.
Go backstage
without the security taking him out.
Go backstage.
They wouldn't have been able to walk him out. They would have had to take him out hands and feet, like they do back in the day. Like they pick you up. That's what they would have had to do him like that. There ain't no way. That's why I said, what the hell is going on, man?
Yo, it's crazy.
Where's security at? Even after he smacked him, where was security after the smack?
That's how people was looking, just like George Clinton.
Everybody was shocked.
Security was looking like that. Like, yo, I know security was looking like George.
Somebody said that they asked the cops what's up. The cops was like, Chris Rock said, nah, don't do it. They was gonna lock his ass up that night.
Yo, he called up his homies.
They was gonna lock Will Smith up. If Chris Rock would have pressed charges, he was going to jail for about
Ice-T
20 minutes.
Ice-T was ready. Had that thing on him.
Somebody said he needed Scotty. I said, y'all need to stop.
Who needed Scotty?
Pookie. He needed Scotty to help me.
Yo.
Help me, Scotty.
Yo. They crazy.
Internet is undefeated.
Savage. Undefeated.
Savage.
St. Peter's, y'all were undefeated. Shout out to Smooth on the check-in. Y'all were undefeated in the Sweet 16. Carolina came and had to do what they had to do.
Hey, man.
But shout out to St. Peter's.
They definitely did their thing, yo.
Y'all represented. Y'all got busy.
Y'all definitely beat a lot of teams that people say you shouldn't have won.
Underdogs. Camellia on the check-in. Shout out to my sis Camellia, LIU's finest.
Yo, the time.
Yes, let's give a big round of applause for St. Peter's.
Yeah, we do. Where reality has to set in.
Yes, it does.
You know, it's the reason why a 15 seed never won it all.
Yes, it does. How do we feel about Shaheem switching that fast? Somebody let me know how long Shaheem Holloway. I've been a big Shaheem Holloway fan since his junior year at St. Pat's.
Let's give him a shout.
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations to him, because as a coach, it's all about
Hall of Fame.
It's all about progression.
About progression.
Yeah, he built a program for the next coach to take it. Now he's moving to the next program. Now he's moving to a D1. You know,
D1 single A top tier. He proved that he's a winner.
Right.
He proved that he's a winner. He gets a bigger budget at Seton Hall. The work that he put in for Seton Hall. Right. Remember that Sweet 16 that run? Yeah, that was big.
What I'm saying, he'd be a fool not to leave.
Absolutely. I mean, his stock went up heavy.
He don't own that. He don't owe that school anything. He did them.
Absolutely.
You know, he did them a solid.
Because when you're on your downfall, they will get rid of you.
But they on the mat now.
They on the mat.
So,
and now they're going to have more money coming to them.
And they're going to get more
bigger
recruits.
Yes,
right.
indeed.
So he did his job. He don't owe nothing. Everybody was happy.
Everyone's winning.
Everybody should be happy. And I hope he leave from Seton Hall, maybe go to the next level.
Yes. Because is Seton Hall, what division are they even in?
They keep moving. But you know what?
It's not like the old Big East.
Rutgers is a bigger draw as far as
Big Ten.
Money.
Yeah, but they got, them Catholic schools, man.
No. I'm saying Seton Hall, we've always been elite basketball.
And it's almost like, how do we can't? They might shut us off if we find out how they get there.
Now, Seton Hall was always considered basketball over Rutgers, easy,
way over Rutgers.
But now it's twisting a little.
You're right. Now you're right.
It's twisting a little bit, but Rutgers is all becoming a brand school.
You're
Rutgers
right.
used to be a joke school, it's not really a joke school anymore. Even though they're middle tier.
He was at the Rutgers game getting a cut like this. Got the red and white on. Shout out to all yo. I'm lying. The internet's undefeated.
The Supreme.
With the Supreme on. With the Supreme on. Yo, is
that Supreme or Louis?
Is that might be Louis. That might be Louis. Shout out to the barbers. Shout out to stylists out there. Shout out to everybody just want to be fresh. Got a bald head, man. Embrace it. Embrace it. I had to do it. I always knew I was coming home with the show. That was one of the themes I was saying, yo, people lose their head, man. You got to flip that. Because somebody's going to talk about you. Embrace it. Brand it. Brand it. Like, yo, had to brand the beard. Had to brand my bald head. It's not all the way smooth right now. I'll give you a little bit. Oh, look, it look right in that light. Thank you, Sue. Oh, not all the way. They can see the Uncle Phil. Rest in peace. You know. Got to do that, man.
You been watching that Bel Air?
I did not watch it yet. I think I got to get a bottle of Bel Air and just binge watch and just be all the way in the mood. You know, it's not that I haven't been. I just didn't get the time to go with y'all.
I'll be honest with you. Binge watching it is probably probably be better.
That's how I like watching shows now.
Certain shows I do, but once I get interest in the show,
yeah,
it's hard for me to want to miss it.
Have you been missing Power?
I've been keeping up with Power.
How are you feeling?
I've been trying to wait for it to twist.
It ain't twist yet. Some of y'all want that glow in the dark kiss.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to twist, and it's kind of taking it's taking a while.
Shout out to Adele on the check-in. Kev said, yo, that coach is going to be coaching the Knicks before 5 years. That'll be major. If anybody, Shaheen. He just
that's dope.
Always building, always getting it there. Man, we ain't had no ladies say anything on the check-in. Maybe women don't watch it. I don't know. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube as well. I got Adele on the check-in. If you still watching, how do you feel about that with Will smacking him? Would you want your man to be crazy like that? You know what's going on. The woman would say something. If T on the check-in, we know Soup. See, ain't too many dudes going to talk greasy to Soup. Soup just look like she will pop you. Like with the Layla Ali. You know, this bong. I don't know. When you in town, pull up on me. I got Kev, don't talk to me like that, man. He said you got the razor work. You might don't have me cheating on my barber. But now I definitely will pull up on you. Yo, if you at a shop, please put that on the check-in. Adele on the check-in. I need to know, what do you feel if your your husband, I'm sorry, I'm the one who looking for the future boo-boo. If your husband pulled a Will Smith, would you be cheering for him? All y'all women who's cheering, having a great time, go Will, Big Willie style.
Man, I understand women feeling, I'm seeing a lot of women complain that black men don't stick up for black women, which is to me, is a topic that irritates me a lot.
Every black woman does not need to be stood up for. There's some black women that put us down.
I hear it so much. But black women, we don't protect black women.
Bring that part back again, B. When what you said earlier about when Will was on.
She didn't defend him. When Will was
sex, thank you.
When Will was going through the butt of jokes that she put him through, like
crazy
I said, with the entanglement and
crazy.
talking about how sometimes after sex she has to finish off herself and stuff like that.
Flies down earth. Finish off herself after sex.
Right.
Does not satisfy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
True lies.
So to put y'all lies out there like that and then expect no ridicule at all, it's ridiculous.
You get a point for ridicule. True lies. I know you've been talking about it. Thank you, B, all day. Would you have slapped him? Is your mic on? You number one? There you go.
Would I have slapped him? Me personally? No, but I'm not mad at him for doing it.
Do you feel that he let Ali down for not hitting him hard enough?
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think Cassius is feeling some type of way?
Cassius sold the show. He wasn't really doing that in real life.
No, I'm talking about like, but he was training to be him.
Yeah, which is why I don't know why people thought that they was going to be doing something to Will if they were in a position. I saw a lot of that. I'm like, well, he's like really trained for this stuff, right?
Yo.
Like not even just like for boxing, but like trained for all types of tactical and. I'm like, all right.
Yo, he was fighting aliens. What else he did? The airplane?
I said all of the movies he did, you think he ain't learned nothing?
Absolutely, B.
Will Smith know how to whoop some ass.
I said so, but like I said though, but it wasn't like I don't think it was a bully moment. Like I said, people say, "Oh, I don't think he would have did if it was this person."
Did Chris Rock let Brooklyn down? Did Chris Rock let Brooklyn down?
No.
Oh, y'all think? Hold up, y'all think people on Church and Troy is really talking about thank you for being so mature? They're like blood clot Will, like they are ready to ride. They mad at Chris Rock, yo.
No, I mean,
Brooklyn gentrified. Maybe y'all I doubt it. My Brooklyn people ready.
Shoot, just like if I'm on fucking front in Richmond, if they on Church and Troy, they probably not in the same position as Chris Rock to really for it to matter that much. To be honest,
yo, some people it doesn't matter until you pull up back home or with somebody who's at home. This is the thing, you can't get that out of you. No matter how hard you try, you can't get the Brooklyn out you. You can't get the Philly out of you. You can't get the Plainfield out of you. Wherever you from, that that's in you, you can't get that out of you.
Yeah, but for all the stuff that people was criticizing Will for, Chris Rock did. Like, Chris Rock really held it down. Chris Rock really saved the day, if we're being honest here.
Yo, I think you're right. You got Smooth said, Rock made black men look good out here. The level of restraint is to be respected.
It is to be respected because my thing is that he could have looked at. If I'm Will Smith, I'm looking at what Chris Rock did. I might need to be worried.
Well, with Chris Rock,
now he might be calculating now in his head.
Well, Chris Rock also had to realize it was bigger than him at the moment.
I think he realized that, but
because he balled his fist up.
But Will Smith
balled his fist up.
Yeah, he did.
He balled his fist up. He was about to react.
But Will Smith shouldn't think that because Chris Rock didn't retaliate right then and there, that it's not over.
Yo, they ain't shoot the fade after.
Well, I mean, and it don't have to be over. But at the end,
I'm sure it's not because I heard. I was telling him earlier. What I heard was they had another encounter afterwards.
I mean, rightfully so.
But it was, probably be more people. Break,
they off the henny now.
Yeah,
what?
They mediated it, but
right, but it's not over with. It's not over with. You're gonna hear more from.
I need a celebrity boxing match.
I wouldn't be surprised you don't hear Will getting attacked.
There's more money to be made from this. So
they're trending. That's the word.
So
Chris Rock about to get major bread off this.
Chris Rock, he could be the villain for a second, and then he about to go get this special. And he about to get all his empathy, and he about to get this money.
You get a point for empathy.
Chris Rock gonna have
he gets
a
no empathy
show about getting smacked.
Well, I mean, he's not gonna talk about her, obviously.
Yo,
he gonna have a whole show about what happened to him.
Yo, this is what I'm saying. The jokes are gonna get even funnier now. They're gonna get funnier now.
He gonna do a whole set about how Will Smith did to him.
Like how Jamie did with LL.
Well, LL and Mike Tyson.
Yeah, like yo,
shit gonna be hilarious. I'm telling you. If I'm Chris Rock, I won't even respond right now. I'm like, you want to hear me talk about it? Come to my show.
It's hard to say this as Chris Rock is obviously hosting the Oscars, so he's not needy for anything or in need of attention.
Neither one of them.
But that definitely gave him like a different wind real quick.
But you do know he has a tour coming up this.
Ooh,
Look,
he got a new closer
I'm
and opener.
No, him and Kevin Hart going on tour.
I'm of the belief. I'll say this: I am of the belief that everything was real. Everything that happened last night was real. Mm-hmm. But I am still of the
Don't mean it wasn't
mind.
staged.
Yeah,
Two things can be true.
Yeah, of the mind that it could have been manipulated.
Two things can be
but
true.
I do think it was
check
real.
in. Ike said, "I bet he won't talk about it again." I think
things
he
can be
will.
true.
I think he will talk about it.
No, I don't think he will talk about her in the way he did. He might talk about it.
Yeah, he gonna talk about the
what,
joke.
What TJ saying is just because the smack was real, don't mean that they didn't know it was gonna happen.
Well, I'm not necessarily. Well, I'm saying it's possible. What really led me to that, and mind you, I think everything is real. I'm not saying that this is what happened, but this is just me being. I guess
What they done told you because you be on Black Twitter. What they done said?
nothing.
Oh,
You know,
they say nothing on Black Twitter.
No, I formulated my own opinion here.
Formulated your own. Okay.
Well, my own thought. Not that this is what I think happened, but
No doubt.
a hypothetical.
Okay. You get a lot of points for all that.
Yeah. So if he did that, right? Obviously, there's more people listening and more people watching after that. They get more attention. But what threw me is Will never won before an Oscar. He's never won an Oscar before. That was his first one.
Yep.
He led when he got on stage about how he was a protector of his people and how he was this is his speech, and how Richard Williams was a protector of people, and how he has to protect Ajanou Ellis and all his castmates and stuff like that, and how he had to go to bat for him. And Will actually did make sure that they all got paid more because they complained about their pay when he was making all this money. So he made sure they all got crazy bonuses. So Will has been doing that work behind the scene, but it just makes you think, like, that's too perfect. And mind you, they're actors. But that's too perfect of a fucking speech and a layup of a speech. So for like, yo, all right, I slapped him, I protected my wife. And then after I protected my wife, I could talk about how I protected these people, and I got my first Oscar win.
And let's talk about how Chris Rock and Kevin Hart are going
Absolutely,
on tour.
B definitely covered that.
Between April, May, and June, they're going on tour.
Not that they would have been hurting for sales, but I mean, you know.
I don't know. People got these masks on. They ain't coming out the same. Now they want to see if they going to fight. He might open up. What if he opens up? Would that be?
I knew he was on the show before.
Yo, what if Will Smith opens up for the tour?
I doubt it.
Yo, that would be funny though.
But again, I mean, there's a lot of money to be made right now.
Will Smith gonna lose.
Said I hope he could keep that Oscar. Can they take away the trophy?
No. They could do whatever they want.
But for what?
It happened.
But for what?
It happened before?
No, I'm just saying it happened. Like
yeah,
like just like the Fab Five happened and Reggie Bush happened. It happened.
Yo, no doubt.
It happened.
No doubt.
And
that type of stuff does happen.
And if you ain't take away Harvey Weinstein's or all them other racist people that was doing all that crazy stuff,
right?
Or what's my man John Wayne, who was about to fight the Indian on a Native American woman?
Yeah,
right.
Then take it for what? Y'all perpetuate and be okay with all this bullshit.
Thank you.
Any other time, so
I said, take it for what? What's that going to do?
He
won fair and square, didn't he?
It still happened.
He didn't cheat, did he?
Just like the NCAA, it happened.
I'm saying,
your feelings. It happened.
it's a difference between.
I hate that with that Michigan.
I'm saying it's a difference between winning because you cheated and winning.
That's the difference.
It's a difference
because the two teams that did that, the Patriots and the Astros, they still got their rings.
He under review by committee. And Tiffany said, Whoopi said they aren't taken away. He said started from Weinstein in 17 for poor behavior. And he said he crossed the line, hands down. Not one white comedian would have said that, no doubt. Chris Rock was never that funny. Nobody never said Chris was your favorite. Now, Chris Rock has some that. That's icon. That's his opinion.
I don't think he's that funny.
I think Chris Rock has some dope stand-ups. I think he's a good comedic actor.
His style is not
comedic actor, maybe, but
I feel.
But on stage,
I like him on stage.
I never thought he was that.
I like a few of his comedy.
His style is not jokey.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
I think he has just as. I think he has just as many.
He's more of a sartorial, I guess.
Yeah, it's social commentary, but it's not. The dots don't connect for me.
No doubt.
To enjoy it the way like a Chappelle connects the dots.
No doubt. And I could see Chappelle connecting with you more. It's they're not for everybody. Neither one. They got different styles, but they super talented. They're super talented.
I like Chris.
I like Chris. I like his show. Everybody hates Chris. I thought that was a real dope show.
I thought that show was great.
A dope show. You know, I like all the work they did that he's done so far.
His comedy is still it's not a silly it's still on the him and Chappelle got the same kind of comedy.
Yeah, but it's just diet to me. Like they don't hit the way
the delivery is
it don't hit.
It's
for me.
Chris Rock's delivery is a little.
Some people don't know Damon Wayans was one of the best comedians.
Yeah,
because people been away from comedy for so long.
Oh man, he was the man at one point.
The funniest.
Yes, he was
better than Martin, better than all of them, but
way before them.
But he had to stop.
People don't understand when Homie the Clown, all that was going on. Damon Wayans was on top of the world, and he was doing the acting. So the Money, More Money, and all that came out.
Yo, now people are scared.
Homie the Clown was the funniest shit in the world at the time.
They say comedians should be able to tell any type of joke, as long as it's funny and not that much malice. And this is another example how it is hard for comedians to be comedians.
That's a hard ass job, but
it is.
But I also say, I mean, look how we killed Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston and Magic Johnson and Bobby Brown. Like we killed them.
Yeah.
On stage.
Yes, we did.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. You say those names one more time.
But I feel like Mike Tyson, except for the way he spoke. Michael Jackson for his skin.
There you go.
Whitney Houston for drug use.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Who else did I say? Bobby Brown.
Yep.
And Magic Johnson.
You put R. Kelly in there now.
Nah.
You don't think so?
No.
As far as jokes, they be killing.
They've been killing R. Kelly for
killing him, but
years.
what I'm saying is R. Kelly is not he's not the victim here. Like we're talking about, this is autoimmune disease for Jada Pinkett, right? This is the issue, right? That's the concern.
Mm-hmm.
So Michael Jackson had vitiligo.
Bobby
and Whitney were addicts.
But
Magic Johnson called it a life-threatening disease.
But see, when we cracked on Mike, we didn't believe it was a disease. We thought Mike made a choice.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
And according to this picture, some of them were
that's
choices.
why Mike didn't get the sympathy, because we felt like he just wanted to be white. We didn't say, Mike has a disease.
Y'all see them different noses?
Said, Mike, you're lying. You just making an excuse to be white. Nobody never believed he had it.
Yeah. I mean, I get that, but nonetheless, somebody could say they don't believe she has alopecia.
I mean, I guess you just. But like I said, for her to have alopecia, Jada Pinkett with short hair is not a shocker.
Nah. let me get to. I'm not comparing Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle like as if they're the same. My view is I like comedians, just like I like MCs. I can like a young MC and I can like a Method Man. You put Busta Move on, I might know the whole song. You put Biz Markie on, I know the whole song. And then you could put on Big Daddy Kane. I know that whole song. I like artists. I respect the art. I respect the craft. I think Chris Rock, dope at his craft. I think Dave Chappelle, dope at his craft. And they're individuals. They got two different styles. I like that part about them. It's not that they're the same. I'm a huge comedy fan. I've been watching these guys forever. So it's not that they're comparing, because they're totally different. Totally different styles. It's like saying jazz and rock. No pun intended. But they got two different times, two different, opinions on it. And I like Cedric the Entertainer. I like Bernie Mac when he was alive. People, they should be able to enjoy more than one type of style. I mean, for sure. I do.
Did you watch the whole? Did anybody watch the whole Oscars here? I didn't.
I didn't know it was on.
To my knowledge, that wasn't the first joke that they heard about them that night.
Regina Hall said something about them having an open marriage.
Right.
But I mean that's known.
People have been doing it about.
But that's been the ridicule for Will Smith for almost a year now.
It's been the ridicule, and it's really Jada's fault, because they, from what we understand, they're swingers, and obviously if you're swingers, you have an agreement, right?
Right.
She messed with somebody that was messy and chatty, and so he was probably more embarrassed that the business got out more than anything else. He didn't care that she was doing it because he knew she was doing it.
when that situation, I think he knew, but I don't know if he knew she was doing it with him.
Yes, she did.
In this house?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if he felt that way, then why ask her questions like he didn't know?
Because they had to do that for TV.
I don't think he did.
They're actors.
I don't think he did because people,
On
like you
Red
said,
Table?
we knew.
On
So
Red Table, they had to do that.
why? Because if we think you know. Why?
Because
we,
niggas-
like you said, I'm like you. I assumed he knew until he started asking her questions.
No, I think he 100% knew.
Because that's what my thing. I looked at it like, okay, he
I ain't
knew.
think
They are actors.
He knew, but then when he started asking him questions, I'm like,
that's a production, man.
well, we must have maybe you did.
Well,
know.
yo,
But
That's
to
a
me, that
production.
was
They're actors.
he'd been better off acting like he knew.
Word. Word, like it comes to a point where you gotta be
like,
real.
what the hell?
You gotta be
You'd have been
authentic,
better off just saying I know.
or you gonna be looking like him.
You look more dumb acting like you didn't know about it.
You're gonna be looking like him.
I'd have been like, yeah, I know. But you couldn't because it was who he was.
No, Ike feels like
This is your friend. This is your son's friend.
Ike felt like he wasn't funny enough to get that to talk about a health issue. Some people feel like you can't talk about a health issue.
Me too.
Yo, that's the thing with comedy. It's no holds barred. They
It-
try to make a joke out of everything. Sometimes you gotta laugh, especially at some of the most painful stuff.
Hey man,
Because if you can't laugh, it's
I have no problem with the jokes in the me. They deserve what they get.
it's gonna destroy you. Now I'm not saying that I wanted him to talk about his wife, not at all.
I'm sure
Nor
Will
that I
Smith's
want him to
gonna
get
joke
slapped.
about this. You gonna see Will Smith joke
He
about
gonna be
this?
like, yo, I was bugging.
You gonna see
Well,
it.
he already apologized.
Yeah, he already. Now I'm like, damn.
He apologized on Twitter, right?
Instagram.
Instagram. But he didn't apologize to this man. Hopefully he
We don't- we
apologized.
don't-
Hopefully he apologized.
Ike, you're
to
right.
this man
I'm not
first.
gonna battle Ike. First of all, Ike, you look like him too. I don't want no smoke with anybody who dark skin with braids. I don't want no smoke with you. Ike, I love you to death, bro. Yo, but he said having sex and catching something is a choice.
You don't catch it.
You don't catch. It wasn't a choice. It was a bad decision.
I mean, yes, was he having sex irresponsibly?
Irresponsibly, yes. But
So
if he
yes,
knew that he was gonna get that,
I'm sure he would have avoided.
he would have avoided that one. But the fact of the matter is, still cracking on somebody while they're down. While they do have a health issue is my thing.
You know the crazy thing about jokes, like the joke on Twitter. The joke on Twitter. This is not me. I have to just say that is that Dionne Warwick gave it to him. That is the joke on Twitter.
That was the joke. Let me watch my mouth because I was just joking. I don't want to get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
From what I was told, I mean,
I
I
like Pusha T.
He said he didn't know she had alopecia.
Now that right there, if you don't know,
He said he didn't know.
if you don't know, then it's like, oh, my bad. And he should say that too.
He thought that was just a look she decided to go with, like I did.
He says it's a choice. I got you, baby.
Yeah, Chris Rock apologized too.
He did because he said he didn't know she had alopecia. Like half the world probably didn't.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say some people said this. I am not cracking on anybody's wife, especially if I'm cool with them, and talking about their hair. That part right there. I am not doing that.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna say this again. When did
part.
Jada Pinkett having short hair become a issue for us?
Well, this I'll say
It
this.
wasn't.
You can tell your jokes, but just understand they might come with consequences.
Yo,
That's it.
I'm just saying what I'm not gonna do, but I'm not getting paid the big bucks.
like,
I watched
people
Low Down
do-
Dirty Shame, right?
Why
She had a shortcut then.
It was damn near bald.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't that.
But
But
it was like a brush cut.
When
almost.
she went to the brush cut, it didn't look
Yeah.
bad.
Yo, what my man?
She
said,
still looked good. Like,
What they say? Run up on Hammer.
yo, they tried to.
Hammer
They
has
definitely
to
tried
just,
to.
You could joke on Hammer, but you know what's going to happen. If you
She
joke
don't
on
have
Hammer.
cancer.
Like I said, if she had cancer, I
Oh,
would
she has
think-
alopecia. She don't have cancer. Yeah, like we not talking. Jada does not have cancer. Everybody watching.
She's not sick, y'all.
She's not sick.
Alopecia doesn't make you sick.
And Barry
You're
is
not
telling
gonna
you-
die from
and
it.
Barry is telling you
Well,
because
it
he
can-
knows because his
You're not
daughter
gonna
had
die
it.
from it.
No, I
You're-
said there's different levels of degrees to it, but yeah.
You're not gonna die from it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not a sickness. Stop calling it that.
We're talking about somebody who knows on the show. We're not talking from somebody who hasn't experienced it with their child.
What it is, it was more psychological and cosmetic than anything. But we know how that go with hair in the society.
We know how it go. Just look at these people right here. But that ego.
But like I said,
That ego, 'cause
if
that was
Jada
August
known for
with Jada.
If Jada was known for having hair like Khalees, I get it. But we used to seeing her with no hair. Damn it. We used to see her
We
with
wish
no
she
hair.
cut it off right here.
To me,
She didn't need that cut.
to me, I thought it was the style she chose. Look good. That's what I thought. I didn't know she did it because she couldn't grow hair. I thought she chose it. Look good.
So he said, "Yo, making jokes
Amber Rose, Amber
about
Rose
any
got
sick
alopecia
person
too?
is a problem."
Amber Rose got alopecia too.
Yo, that could be a problem, Mike. Definitely.
Could be.
She just might like the shortcut.
But if we find she have alopecia, people gonna start cracking.
Yo,
I don't understand. I'm trying to get it.
I don't know. I don't know. But all I do know, people are sensitive about their hair.
So if we find out that Amber Rose have alopecia and somebody cracks on her hair, now it changes.
It's
And
crazy.
we used to seeing her with no hair, but now
It's
it
crazy.
changed because she had alopecia. Does it change the joke?
Ike, I wish I had you in the building tonight, Ike. You got to
I'm just
come up
trying to
here
understand the
soon.
sensitivity.
You got to come up here
Just
soon
trying to-
anyway. He said, I can't type it though.
It's the sensitivity of people with these days. I think on certain.
Yo,
things.
I got all that hair too, man. Yo, I can't listen to you no more. You got too much hair. Yo, if your head ain't looking like mine, you can't complain, Ike. Let me get some of them.
No, for men
live
it's different. Don't get me wrong. For men
No, it
it's
ain't.
different.
No,
Yeah, it
yo,
is.
I was feeling some type of way.
It is.
I was
It's-
feeling some
for
type of way.
You know, for men, it's
Nah.
For women with our hair, it's definitely a
Nah, it is.
It's
It is.
definitely a stigma.
It is. That's why.
on the world.
That's why I'm gonna say shout out to all the barbers, all the stylists who are making sure every time someone steps out your chair that you're changing their world, putting some more oomph into them, making them feel beautiful, making them feel powerful. Whether it be a wig, whether it be extensions, weave, a regular hairline, a shape up, whatever you do, you barbers and stylists mean so much to us in this world. That's why we have this, dedicating it to y'all.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Has the sexiest woman in the world ever been bald? When I mean sexy, I mean their consensus sexiest women.
Consensus?
Whatever. You know they.
Nah. Like, no. I don't.
Has
I
it
don't-
ever been a bald woman? I think it has, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I have seen some bad ones with bald head though.
Was Grace Jones though?
Dang.
Grace Jones was.
I've dated some bad ones with like low haircuts and
Hey, Sue,
bald. Like,
was Grace Jones ever voted the sexiest woman?
somebody check that out. If Amber husband was there and he had an issue and smacked someone for talking, who mad at that? I don't know. Look, I ain't even mad at. I ain't mad at nobody.
I have an observation. Just something.
That's what Ike was saying. What's observation?
I said that hair jokes and body shaming only matters when it's women.
Yeah, I agree.
Not saying anyone's right or wrong here, but you know, where's the line that triggers empathy? If it's a man, it's just you just eat the joke.
You just eat the joke.
Yeah, right.
You just eat the joke because she was singing "Yes, Daddy" to August. They called it entanglements,
I mean,
and ain't nobody care about Will. Guys was barely even saying, "Yo, man, that's messed up." And man, y'all guys wasn't saying that either. None of y'all. And that was foul. And that was a black man hurting out there. Yo, his wife was a skeezer out there doing all that. He gets up, smacks her. But like you said earlier, B, ain't nobody stand up for that. I'ma mind my business in your relationship. I don't want to get thrown out the door like Jazz.
So should we stop cracking on LeBron and KD?
No. We're still going to keep talking about them.
No, I'm
That's what we're going to do on this show.
Time out. I'm asking.
Not on this show.
As a society. I'm talking about.
I don't care about them.
Yeah, I'm just.
no,
saying,
but the
since-
point he's
since
making
this
is the point
I
you
know.
just made.
Yeah.
The point you just made, Jay.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you can shame men
Shaming all the
about our
time.
physical appearance.
You can't do it with women.
Because at the end of the day, for
But
a
we-
man,
Mhm.
your physical appearance is not more important than your pockets.
It's not.
So you could be the ugliest dude in the world. Your money's right. You all right.
You got rainbow hair.
You good. But for a woman, okay, how much money she has, her appearance is still boss.
Yeah, I seen some
Boss.
It's boss.
Girls, I be
Boss.
seeing girls on Twitter killing dudes, and then the second the dude say something, they civil.
How
rights-
dare
and
you.
they activist
I told
mode.
y'all. I told
And I be
y'all.
sitting there looking like, do you not realize what you just said about
Man.
men?
Mm-mm. Not at all. Not at all.
And it's crazy because they act like men aren't sensitive about the way we look.
Yo, we are.
We are, but we know at the end of the day, society will accept us a little bit more, especially if your status is right. The status got a lot to do when it comes to the male.
Yo.
Not mean financial, but just your status.
Men
It could
got to
be
go
res-
through
it
it
could be
too.
respect that you have.
And the thing is, whether you got millions, whether you don't have millions,
Yeah.
men got to go through it too.
Mhm.
And it needs to be more respect, or it needs to be tougher skin out here. You get hiked on. It happens. It's happened to me. It happened to you. It happened to you. It happened to you. It happened to you. It happens. Get tough skin. Be around cool people.
I don't think it's that simple. I mean, like, I don't think it's that simple.
It's not that simple, but yo, for Jaden though, yo, I'm like, yo, we wasn't all that when it was happening with Will. So I'm cool.
And you know why I say that? Because you knew not, we knew who not to joke with in high school and middle school.
Absolutely.
You knew someone who would slap the fuck out you.
Absolutely. So you got to know that in real life too.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So hey, like, you don't gotta have tougher skin. I think people do.
Oh no, I mean, tougher skin. Like, you gonna have to take the joke. That don't mean you can't hit them back. You can hit them too. People talk greasy all the time. It's what are you gonna do about it? It's what are you gonna do? You can make, like, you gonna have them feel comfortable talking about you, or not have them feel comfortable talking about you.
It depends on how serious it is.
It does. And that's to that person themselves, you
Yep.
know.
Mm-hmm.
That's for that individual person to how they want to handle it. You know, once again, yo, shout out to everybody on the check, and I appreciate everybody. Yo, Ike, man, Ike, we gotta have you up here soon, man. Word up, because I like when I get excited. That's when we got a good topic right there. Shout out to everybody on the check, and please share, please tell a friend. Shout out to the barbers, shout out to all the stylists. We are Beards and Baldheads. We'll see you next week. I'm gonna have my future boo-boo looking like that. Word up. I'm trying to tell y'all.